introduce yourselves?
As ourselves or as the band?
And the band.
As our stage personas.
Yeah.
I'm Lincoln Saxton.
Sam Weld.
Jack Bester.
Alec Gullery.
And you are?
Homunculus Rex.
Homunculus Rex.
Homunculus Rex.
Homunculus Rex. Alright, I got some questions.
Cool.
Free to answer. Feel free to answer personally or as the entire band. How long have you guys been making music?
As a unit, as this iteration of H-Rex,
Year and a half.
Yeah. As a full band, almost 2 years.
Okay.
And a lot of the songs started before then.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah, they existed before the band, and then a lot of new stuff has sprouted as we've got to know each other.
Okay. Pros and cons of being an independent band.
No money.
No money.
No money.
But even if we were like signed to a label, that comes at a cost, because then maybe they shovel out some money for us, but we got to pay it back. So I think the pro is that we can kind of determine our own fate. We don't have any music out yet, but we have an EP on the way very, very soon, and then we're going next week to go record 3 more songs. So backlogging stuff in the process of getting ready to release. We can kind of make our own timeline that way. So I think that's a huge pro. There's no deadlines right now.
Gives us a lot of flexibility. We've also been able to internally source a lot of resources that I feel a lot of bands wouldn't, which is very fortunate. We've got a really good graphic designer on our team. We worked with a lot of good photographers. So kind of making the most of our resources has also been really
building a team, building a family and community.
Both a pro and a con is there's no advertising push.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have anyone throwing our stuff out there, getting it out there for us, but also we don't have to make a TikTok every 2 days.
Yeah.
Legally contracted.
Yeah.
True. That is nice. That was a segue into the next question, which is, have you ever had like a broke as fuck moment where you're like, okay, why are we doing this? Or has it always been like you're just happy to be doing it?
I think we're fortunate because like the studio that we record at out in Rochester is Carpet Booth Studios. The owner is Zach Zern. He's an incredible dude, and his team that they have over there has been working really closely with us to make things affordable, or over time, like give us means of paying for our studio time. Like a lot of local bands are kind of shoot out of larger studios because they don't have the funds to do that, but Carpet Booth made that really accessible for us, which is really, really
That's
nice.
awesome.
We also invest a lot of our own money and time into this to keep it afloat as much as possible, and we're always making shirts, trying to sell those.
Yeah, have some merch.
Shirts help.
Constantly finding ways to generate income while also we don't pocket any of the money we make from shows or merchandise sales ourselves. Like that all goes back into the band. You have to spend money to make money, and it's not about making money, but if we can break even, like that's a
Yeah.
And if we do put money in the project, if we each put down $100 for t-shirts, that yields more money.
Yeah.
And then we can make more money out of our own personal investments.
It's kind of a pyramid scheme, actually.
It actually is.
Ponzi scheme.
Who individually were your earliest like influences in music? Where you're like, wow, I want to do that. I want to be like that person.
Would you say earliest in project or earliest in life?
Earliest in life.
Ooh,
Mr. McLaughlin.
Are we talking personal, like people we knew, or like
Or
bands?
like a celebrity or somebody personal to you.
Iron Maiden and Rush were the bands that made me even like music in the first place. Before that, I mostly heard like Christian contemporary radio, which doesn't do a lot.
Good church Roman.
Yeah, or like Kiss, Motley Crue, like the bad glam rock bands.
Yeah, that just like
and then
pop
those
culture
bands
bands.
kind of made me realize, music can make me feel things, and it isn't just background stuff that's kind of on that you're always hearing.
What for you guys?
Alec and I's influences are all very samey because we grew up together. We grew up playing a lot of Rush or Green Day songs.
Yeah.
It was so all over the spectrum.
That's
that
like
way musically.
everyone either learns guitar on Green Day or AC/DC. It's one
Yeah.
of the two.
Yeah, that was definitely where my starting point was. But like, I started with violin, and so I was, listening to all the classic rock stuff that my dad had, and I was playing violin at the time. And I was told not. I was trying to play Thunderstruck one day in orchestra, and like my conductor took my instrument and made me watch the whole rehearsal because they were like, you're not allowed to do like this. Sacrilege towards the instrument. Yeah. So like,
what are you doing?
So, but I love a lot of classical music.
That feels ripped from Crossroads.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was definitely my my moment to like step away from classical music and dip my toes into something that felt a little more intrinsic, and that freedom was like really liberating, but at the same time not having somebody to tell me what to do was also really difficult. So like I started learning like Sabbath songs, and I was always interested in learning like solos. So like Lay Down by Priestess was a big one for me, and Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold.
Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah. Like Guitar Hero soundtrack, 100%. But as I got older, it started to turn into far more diverse. You know, the more creatives that I talked to who are into making music specifically, you know, you get exposed to so much more than like what you're thrown at as a young lad.
A young lad.
Yeah.
I can't deny how much Guitar Hero soundtrack definitely made it.
We're lucky.
Gotta start somewhere.
Like our generation specifically, I think a
Yeah.
lot of people were really influenced by that. But not only that, but I liked a lot of funk and disco.
Mm-hmm.
My mom listened to that all the time, and I grew up with that. So then playing bass, you know, it just goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You like Earth, Wind and Fire?
Love Earth, Wind and
Yeah,
Fire.
my dad was really big into
Jamiroquai
that.
is really big. But then also like shoegaze, you know.
Mhm.
I really got into that in my later years. MBV, all the texture and noise, you know.
Yeah.
Good noise,
Good
bad noise.
It's
you
all
know?
good.
It's
Yeah.
all good noise.
If your music was a cocktail, what would be in it? Like as a band?
Absinthe.
No.
Maybe some Rumplements.
You know that, like when you go to the soda machine and you get one of everything.
That's how you would
Yeah.
describe
Yes,
it?
but it's
That's
not down
awesome.
the bar rail.
Yeah.
We're not a
Describe it.
Mormon band. We're not thinking, definitely influenced by so many different things. You know, Alec and Jack coming from their prog rock backgrounds and Iron Maiden and like Coheed and Cambria, and then Sam coming in with all this funk and disco background, and like Primus also
Yeah,
is like a huge
Primus.
influence, I feel like, for you. And then I like really whiny Midwest emo math rock stuff. Like I really like the sparkly twinkly riffs. So when you get this really cool gumbo, and yeah, maybe there's a little tequila, whiskey, vodka in there.
Little mix of everything.
Yeah, we are a Long Island iced tea of a
I think
band.
we're a
Damn
Bloody
right.
Mary band.
I love it.
A Bloody Mary.
I think we're a Bloody Mary.
I
band.
hate
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Marys. I absolutely
With the beer
hate-
chaser or without?
With a beer chaser. I'm a Midwest cocktail. I like just Coors with some olives.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I love that question. I was like, that is funny.
Yeah, that's good.
Is there anything that you think can romanticize about the music industry, especially as a smaller band, that maybe they don't really understand?
Rock and roll lifestyle does not exist. And if
Being
it does
a musician is
exist-
kind of lame.
Yeah.
You have to actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to like bare your soul on a stage and like authentically put yourself out there. And what we do isn't performative. And there's no digs towards anybody who's doing it, you know, to like pander to an audience. But like we spend a lot of our rehearsals and in these writing sessions navigating like, do we want other people to enjoy this, or is this really just for us?
Right.
And there's a line that, you know, we intend to walk, but at the end of the day, we're doing this for ourselves. And so like, there's no, you know, the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, like that can exist.
If you're Motley Crue.
But it's not sustainable. It's not
Yeah.
good for you. You know, I think when we finally do like head out on tours, like staying active and fit and being cramped up in a van is like really hard. So like you got to get out and do some stretching, do some exercising. You want to eat healthy. I don't want to go into a tour like smoking cigarettes, but I'm not gonna chain smoke cigarettes every night. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
Shovel McDonald's.
shovel
every
McDonald's.
night,
Yeah, you know,
Right.
like there's
Like it's not all
You gotta-
glitz and glam like they make it look.
almost
What
none
it's
of it
cracked up
is.
Yeah.
to be.
Almost none of it is. You get 30 minutes on a stage usually, and like that 30 minutes is the rush, and you live for that. And then after that, it's just mostly driving, mostly unloading. So, you know, lots of arguing and bickering over menial things because someone farted in the car or something. Like,
Right.
we're just people, and we're just musicians, and the fame that comes with a lot of musicians, and like I don't think that's what we're after. I think we want to make music that we're proud of and that people want to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another segue. Who are you making music for and who are you not making music for?
Yeah.
Definitely, like, you know, they say like the musician's band.
Yeah.
I I'd say we lean a lot into that, like music nerds like.
Yeah, that they're actually going to appreciate rather than just be like, oh, this is a good pop song.
Right.
We
Oh my
have
God.
those though. Oh yeah, we
Funny.
got lots of fun.
Yeah, we got a couple of those.
Cute.
We make music for the rabbits.
I feel like we just make the music we want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of a big thing I am with what I believe with what I like to create is I don't like the way consumerism is kind of molded. Like music has to be a product that is tailored to a consumer's ear, and if they want it a certain way, it has to be their way. I make what I like with popular music in mind, but at the end of the day, it's kind of for us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if people like it, they like it.
I mean,
We're
we all
fortunate
like
they
pop
do.
music.
Yeah.
So like we don't stray away from pop sensibility, but
Oh yeah.
we have a lot of odd time signatures and tempo changes in our songs. So like we have to be able to navigate that and still make it listenable.
Because the balance is, I know what I like to play, and I know what I like to listen to.
Yeah.
And they're not always the same.
Mm-mm.
Right.
And so as a listener and as a player, you kind of need to like temper yourself and be like, it would be so fun to just shred in 7 forever.
Yeah.
But
Being a musician is restraint.
If you could have a late night, like 3 a.m. conversation with anybody, who would it be? Doesn't have to necessarily be a music artist, but
As a band, let's agree.
yeah,
Okay.
think on it.
mine's John.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
don't know
John
how much you
Darnielle.
guys fuck with that.
He's the singer of the Mountains.
John Darnielle.
I was gonna say, I don't think that was a really,
Half
as
the
a
band
band.
says John Darnielle.
Yeah, that's the brothers.
John Darnielle.
I would love to sit down. Rest in peace, but Ozzy, like too little, too late. But like he did the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and then he settled down and he lived this super famous and very radical lifestyle. But it doesn't change the fact that like his sound molded a generations of people.
Entire genre.
Yeah,
Several genres.
changed
a
the
genre
game.
that subgenre. Subgenre.
Yeah, it's pretty relevant now because he's gone, but like. But now we got Youngblood.
Now we got Youngblood.
We got
That's
Youngblood.
That would be a pretty
I
close
think I
second.
think we'd want to sit down at 3 a.m. with
Youngblood.
Youngblood.
Yeah.
With
that's my final
Youngblood.
answer.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's lit.
What would you ask him?
Why are your mouths so big?
Are you a real vampire? I want to know. Are vampires real? Tell me.
What? How? Why?
Why? Just why?
Why?
Yourself.
Yeah, I would ask Ozzy why.
That's fair. Would you ask him how those ants felt in his nose?
Yeah, I'd ask him what bat tastes like.
Yeah. Is it better cooked or raw?
I don't know. We can find out later. I'll catch a bat. Don't put
Fair
that in the
enough.
magazine. Don't.
All right. Well, do you want to let them know where to find you? Instagram,
Nowhere right
website.
now.
Nowhere right now.
You can find us at HRexMN on Instagram and Homunculus Rex on TikTok. Don't go to the TikTok. And we will be on all streaming services very, very soon.
At least by 2026.
Our
Okay.
debut EP, Some Far Off Place, will be out very, very soon. We're very excited to share it with the masses. And yeah, you'll see more of us. I'm sure of it. We dig hard, and so we're ready to hit the ground running once this music gets out.